pause for a moment and take a deep breath, because the energy around you right now feels intense and heavy. Something powerful is happening in your energetic field, and someone out there is reacting to it more strongly than they ever expected. Your presence has become incredibly magnetic, almost addictive to someone who once believed they were completely in control of their emotions. But lately, that control has started slipping away because of the way your energy affects them. You have stepped into a level of self-worth and personal power that is impossible to ignore. Your energy feels rare, admirable, and deeply attractive. You are not just being noticed anymore. Someone has become completely focused on you. There's a person around your energy who is used to being confident and composed, someone who normally feels like they have everything under control. Yet when it comes to you, they find themselves caught in a loop of thoughts they cannot escape. Your growth, your confidence, and the way you carry yourself have shown them a reality they were not ready to face. Being around your energy makes them feel alive, and without it, they begin to feel like something important is missing. You may have even sensed this shift yourself. Recently, you might have felt a strange pull in your heart or your intuition, like someone is thinking about you deeply even when you are not speaking with them. The interesting part is that you did not create this effect intentionally. You were simply focused on your own life, your peace, and your achievements. While you were quietly building your path, someone nearby was watching. They noticed your confidence and the respect you have for yourself, and that energy created a powerful impact on them. Your self-respect became a mirror for this person. When they look at you, they see someone who has grown into their strength, and it makes them realize how much they admire you. At first, they tried to act distant. They tried to behave as if nothing serious was happening, sometimes appearing warm and sometimes pulling away. But every time they tried to distance themselves, they found their thoughts returning to you again. Your energy feels magnetic to them. It is like you became the center of their attention without even trying. They once convinced themselves that they could just see you as a friend or someone they casually admired. But deep down, they know their feelings are much stronger than that. This person has been quietly admiring you for longer than you may realize. Their feelings stayed hidden because they felt slightly intimidated by your growth and the level of confidence you carry. When they saw your achievements and the way you continue evolving, it made them feel like they needed to improve themselves just to stand beside you. But the attraction between you feels deeper than ordinary interest. It carries a strong emotional pull that they cannot easily ignore. At this point, they are slowly moving past logic and allowing their heart to guide them. What they feel for you does not follow normal expectations or rules. The connection feels unique to them. The differences between you, whether they are age, lifestyle, or circumstances, are starting to matter less and less. What matters to them is how you make them feel. You bring a kind of happiness into their life that they struggle to find anywhere else. When they are away from you, something feels incomplete inside them. But when they are near you, they feel calm, excited, and alive at the same time. Your presence gives them a sense of peace they cannot easily explain. Because of this, thoughts about you keep returning to their mind. Your smile, your achievements, and the way you carry yourself stay with them throughout the day. You have made such a strong impression that they would even consider changing certain plans in their life just to spend more time near you. This situation also reveals an important truth about attraction. It is not always about appearances or status. The strongest connections often come from energy. The confidence you carry, the peace you have built within yourself, and the way you respect your own path create a powerful presence that others can feel. Right now, your energy is shining so strongly that someone around you can no longer ignore it. Whether they fully understand it or not, your presence has awakened something deep inside them, and it is slowly changing the way they see you and the role you may play in their life. Something important is shifting around you, and it feels like a hidden truth is getting ready to come into the open. There is someone in your life who has been carrying deep feelings for you, feelings they tried to hide for a long time. But the energy around this connection is changing, and it feels like the moment of revelation is getting closer. You see, many people in this world can look impressive on the outside. They may have beauty, success, wealth, or power. But if their energy does not match what they show to the world, something will always feel distant. A person may look perfect, yet their presence feels empty because the energy behind it is not genuine. True connection is never created by appearance or status. It is created by energy, by authenticity, and by the way two souls recognize each other. Even the most beautiful person cannot capture your heart if their energy feels hollow. Even the most powerful person cannot create real attraction if their presence does not feel sincere. The heart responds to truth, not to appearances. And that is why this situation feels different. There is someone who has been observing you quietly. Over time, they started admiring your presence, your achievements, and the way you carry yourself. What began as simple admiration slowly turned into deeper feelings. But instead of expressing those emotions openly, they kept them hidden. They tried to act normal and pretend that what they felt was not as strong as it truly was. But now the energy is shifting. This moment feels like divine timing, as if the universe is bringing something to light that was meant to stay hidden only for a certain period. I sense that this person is thinking about revealing their feelings in a more direct way. What was once secret is moving toward becoming public. The interesting part is that this connection is not completely one sided. At some point, you may have noticed this person too. Maybe you thought they were impressive or interesting. Perhaps you even wondered what it would be like if they were part of your life in a romantic way. But you probably never imagined that they could feel the same way about you. Yet they do. Some of you may have even felt strange signs connected to this person. Maybe they appear in your thoughts suddenly, or you find yourself dreaming about them. Sometimes people wake up in the middle of the night after dreaming about someone specific, feeling their presence strongly for a moment. When emotional energy between two people becomes strong, the connection can show up in these subtle ways. The reason for this is that the phase of silence and confusion is coming to an end. The period of mixed signals and hidden emotions is closing. The distance that once existed between you and this person is starting to disappear. This person is preparing to come forward. However, the reason they waited so long is because they carry a certain level of authority or status in their life. They may be someone respected, someone who holds influence or responsibility. When a person like that develops feelings, expressing them openly can become complicated. They think about their reputation, their social circle, and how people might react. If there is an age difference between the two of you, that may have also made them hesitate. Society often creates pressure around things like that, especially for someone who already has a strong public image. Because of all these reasons, they stayed silent. But now something inside them is changing. They are beginning to feel that if they keep waiting, they may lose the chance to be honest with you. A strong thought is growing in their mind. If not now, then never. They no longer want to remain in the background watching you from a distance. They want you to notice them. More importantly, they want you to know that their feelings are real. For a long time, they tried to convince themselves that what they felt was only admiration. But they are realizing that you are far more important than that. You are not just someone in their life. You are someone they have already chosen in their heart. That is why the energy is moving from secrecy toward openness. Someone who once kept their feelings hidden is now thinking about showing them clearly. They no longer want to orbit around you quietly. They want your presence directly in their life. What makes this even more powerful is that this person may be willing to risk their reputation just to stand beside you. Your energy has created a strong emotional impact on them. Being near you feels different for them, and imagining a life without you feels incomplete. You carry a powerful presence of your own. Over time, you have grown into someone strong, confident, and unique. That energy naturally attracts attention from people who recognize true value. There may have been people in the past who underestimated you or tried to keep you small. Some may have believed you would always remain in the background while they stayed ahead. But life has a way of turning situations around. Now the qualities that others once overlooked are becoming the reason someone powerful is drawn toward you. The tables are turning. Someone who once watched quietly is realizing that they can no longer stay silent. They want to step forward and show you that what they feel is real. The quiet admiration is turning into bold intention. Very soon, the truth that was hidden may finally come into the light. Something powerful is happening around you right now. It feels as if the universe has finally decided that hidden emotions can no longer stay silent. The energy surrounding you is shifting, and someone's feelings are beginning to move from thoughts into real action. Whether you realize it or not, you have become the center of someone's attention. It is almost as if their world has started to revolve around you. You do not need to chase this connection or force anything. You only need to recognize what is already true. You are already standing at the center of their attraction, and the only thing left is for you to acknowledge your place in this moment. What this person feels for you is very intense, but it does not come from a dark or toxic place. Their fascination with you is not about control or unhealthy obsession. Instead, it comes from admiration and respect. They want you deeply, but their desire is connected to the way they see your value. Something about you has captured their attention in a way they cannot ignore anymore. They were drawn toward you because of your greatness and the powerful energy you carry. Your achievements, your determination, and the way you carry yourself made them see something extraordinary. For a long time, this person believed they were the most impressive and powerful individual in their environment. They were used to being the one who stood out the most. But when they encountered you, something inside them changed. Your presence made them question the illusion they had been living in. They realized that the belief they had about always being the greatest might not have been completely true. Seeing your strength opened their eyes to a new perspective. Instead of feeling threatened by you, their heart responded with admiration. They recognized that your light was something rare. This is why it is important for you to understand something clearly. You have always carried this power within you. Even if you did not fully recognize it before, it has always been there. Your strength and your presence have always set you apart. To this person, losing you would feel like losing something extremely valuable. Deep down, they know that people like you do not appear often in someone's life. At first, they may have tried to treat the connection like a challenge. Sometimes people react to powerful energy by turning it into competition. But their heart refused to continue seeing you that way. Instead of trying to defeat you or prove themselves better, they began to respect you. They started to admire who you truly are. What attracted them the most was not something superficial. It was the deeper potential they sensed within you. They saw a strength that many others may have overlooked. Even if you sometimes doubted yourself or felt unsure about your own power, this person could see it clearly. Greatness often recognizes greatness, and that is exactly what happened here. Your energy and their energy began to align naturally. The moment they truly realized this connection, their perspective changed completely. They understood that if they let you slip away, they might spend the rest of their life searching for something similar and never find it again. Because of that realization, they are not willing to let this connection disappear. Inside their heart, there is a strong desire growing. They want you to belong with them. In quiet moments, they imagine a future where the two of you walk through life together. It almost feels like a silent prayer repeating inside them. They believe that you are someone who matches them in a way no one else has before. Their attraction is not only emotional, it is also deeply physical. Your confidence, courage, and powerful presence create a magnetic pull that is difficult to ignore. There is something about your energy that fascinates them completely. When they look at you, their thoughts begin to race and their feelings grow stronger. At the same time, this intensity creates a sense of urgency inside them. They worry that if they wait too long, other people will start noticing the same qualities that attracted them to you. They fear that someone else might step forward and recognize your value before they do. That fear is what makes their passion grow even stronger. The more they observe you, the more they realize how rare your energy truly is. And the more they realize that, the harder it becomes for them to stay silent about what they feel. Deep inside, the desire to claim their place in your life is becoming impossible for them to ignore. Something is happening behind the scenes, and someone's feelings for you have become so strong that they can no longer ignore them. This person did not plan to feel this way. These emotions simply grew on their own. The attraction they feel toward you is natural and powerful. In fact, it has reached a point where even their body reacts to the emotions they carry for you. When they think about you, their heart and mind respond automatically. They cannot fully control the passion and curiosity they feel. The truth is, human emotions and the body are closely connected. When someone thinks about a person constantly, when that person brings excitement, happiness, and inspiration into their life, those feelings naturally grow stronger. This person finds themselves thinking about you again and again. You appear in their thoughts during the day and even when they try to focus on other things. Slowly, you have become someone they cannot easily forget. A big reason for this is the way you carry yourself. They notice the details about you very carefully. The way you dress, the way you present yourself, and the way you handle situations with confidence all stand out to them. There is something about your presence that naturally attracts attention. It is not something you are forcing. It is simply part of who you are. Your energy has a magnetic quality that pulls people toward you without effort. They have also seen how others respond to you. They notice how people look at you, how attention shifts when you enter a space, and how your presence seems to influence the atmosphere around you. To them, it almost feels hypnotic. While observing all of this, they realize something surprising. The same powerful attraction that others feel toward you has also affected them deeply. For a long time, they kept these feelings quiet. They watched from a distance and allowed their emotions to grow privately. But now something is changing. They're starting to feel that time is important. They know that someone else could easily notice the same special qualities in you that they have already noticed. Because of this, they feel an urgency building inside them. Before someone else steps forward, they want to make their feelings known. They want to show that they have had their eyes on you for a long time. What makes this even more meaningful is that their thoughts about you are not casual. When they imagine you in their life, they think about something serious. Even if things begin slowly, the idea of commitment and a future together has already crossed their mind. This message is also a reminder not to underestimate your own energy. Sometimes we do not realize how powerful our presence can be, but there is someone who clearly sees your value. They recognize your confidence, your strength, and the unique energy you carry. That is exactly why they do not want to lose the chance to be close to you. If you have been feeling that someone is quietly paying attention to you, that feeling may not be your imagination. Energy often speaks before words are ever said. Sometimes admiration and attraction can be felt long before they are openly expressed. At the same time, every message connects differently for each person. Some of you will strongly recognize this situation, while others may not feel it matches your life right now. Both are completely normal. For now, the most important thing is to focus on yourself. Your life, your peace, and your well-being should always come first. You are your own priority. When you value yourself and take care of your mind, body, and heart, you naturally attract the right people and the right opportunities into your life. Continue moving forward with confidence and self-respect. The right connections will appear at the right time, and the people who truly appreciate your energy will find their way to you naturally.